Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today we have my guest star, Lisa, with Coping with Yarn.
Hello,
Um,
everybody.
and I see Melissa's here. Hi, Melissa. How are you today? And also Angela's here. Oh, you've had to start over on the hat 4 times. What's giving you trouble, Angela? Maybe I can help. Or is it just slip stitches giving you trouble? Which that's the hardest part with knitting. Avoiding those little slip stitches. Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes before we really
Okay.
get started. And also, for those watching on
Well, thank
replay,
you for having me.
you're so welcome. Those watching on replay, I want to welcome y'all. And please feel free to answer the questions asked on the live in the comments. And Melissa and Angela's being quiet.
Hello. Ooh, I really like that Nightbot. That thing is pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I like using Nightbot to drop information. That way, if I forget to say something that's going on with my channel, or it'll remind me while I'm talking sometimes to bring it up.
That's awesome. I don't even know if I'm able to chat.
I don't think you can because I know Crystal says that she can, and when I go live with Crystal, I can't. So unless there's some way to do it that we don't know about, because a lot of times you figure things out as you go.
Yeah, true. I'm like,
And
huh.
Denise's here. Hi, Denise. How are you tonight? And what are you?
Hi,
What is everyone working on?
Dean.
I think you froze up, Lisa. Okay, it seems to be okay now.
Is it like this? Okay.
And Annette's here. Hi, Annette. How are you tonight? And what are you currently working on?
Hi, Pastel Dreams.
Yeah, we're going to give it a couple more minutes before we really get started.
Okay. It is so hot here in Southern Oregon.
Ouch.
We have a little temperature gauge outside. So yesterday, I know it wasn't 113 degrees yesterday. I know it was like 105 or something like that. But the little temperature gauge outside said 113. Today it says 106, so it's probably 100. It's hot.
That's too hot. I don't know what the temperature is here, but it's probably around the 80s. And let's see.
That's
And that says,
nice.
I'm putting a blanket, warm up America, putting it together. Oh, awesome. And I love those big
Right
flag
on.
blankets. Those flag blankets are beautiful.
I'm working on a blanket right now. Let's see. It's a baby blanket.
Uh,
I
that's
used,
gorgeous.
thank you. I used Mary Maxim's monthly subscription box. It came, I think it's Just My Stripe. I think that's what it's called. It came with 4 balls, and it was supposed to be for a boy and a girl, and I just used all of them because it was kind of little, like the way they wanted to make it. And I'm using Creative Grandma's pattern right now.
But I like that. That's beautiful. Today I've been I changed up the stores on my patriotic scarf because I didn't really like how they felt too flimsy on the tassels. So I kind of moved them up where they're more like connected to the end of the scarf where they barely hang off onto the fringes.
Oh, okay. That
And
sounds cool.
one side I have red, the other side is blue. And I
I like
only have
that.
2 stores on each end, but I changed it up a little. And then I was working on my socks some too today.
Oh, right on. I love that. Hey, Dana. I love that scarf. I can't wait to make it.
Yes, that's true. You're one of my testers. And let's see, Denise
Oh,
says
do you
I
want to
am just,
see? Oops.
aw, a little poo.
I'm not quite done. It's supposed to be Winnie the Pooh, but his nose is kind of weird. I don't know what I
A
did.
little poo.
And I did the arms wrong too, so I'm like, the kids don't care.
Denise says she's just finishing her 72nd Daisy Granny Square, going to start drawing as you go border soon. Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be beautiful.
Ooh, that does sound pretty.
And Melissa's here, and she says that she
Hi,
changed her
Angela.
name trying to edit my channel. So you're starting to do more videos, Melissa, or? But I hope you're having a good night, an awesome evening. And what are you currently working on? And Annette says that's pretty. Probably, I think she was referring to your blanket, Lisa.
Oh, thank you.
And Dana's here. Hi, Dana. How are you tonight? And what are you currently working on? Oh, I got some good news, y'all. Today, YouTube finally updated, and I have reached over 1,000 watch hours now. Woohoo!
Yay!
Fourth of the way to the watch hours.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Thanks. I'm still trying to reach 600 subscribers.
You're almost there. You'll get there soon.
Getting there. And Angela says hi to everyone. Oh,
Hi, Angela.
okay. I thought I read that comment already. That's odd. Because I know, like, it was up there. Now it seems like it's down here. I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
happened.
did.
Okay. Let's see. Teensy's here. Hi, Teensy. How are you doing tonight? She's working on a wave pattern with Karen Big Cake's fall colors. Couldn't find color names
Ooh,
on Cake.
that
Oh,
sounds pretty.
and Cake Yarn. I love Cake Yarn. It's beautiful. Oh, and Annette thinks Pooh's adorable.
Thanks, Annette.
And Melissa says, hoping to have my first video posted this week. Oh, let me know whenever you actually get your video posted. I will give you a shout out. It'll probably be next week though, because if you don't have your video yet, it's my shout out videos tomorrow. And speaking of that, if anyone needs a shout out, let me know and I'll add you to my list for tomorrow. Or if you know of a new channel or a channel that could use a shout out, let me know that too. But yeah, let me know, Melissa, when you finally get that video up.
Yes, me too. I'd love to see.
And she says, I'm great. How are we doing? She's making earrings. Well, unfortunately, I'm still under the weather. I keep going back and forth. I got some of the Coracetin HBP that's safe for me to take with my blood pressure. So hopefully that will help me. If not, I'll have to eventually go to the doctor. But it's such a headache to go to the doctor now.
Yeah. Mine will only see you through chat, which is kind of dumb. Like,
And
oh, my back hurts. Yeah, you can really figure it out from video.
if you have
I don't
any
know.
like symptoms that could be COVID, they it's such a headache.
Yeah.
And like they want to do the telemed, which I don't have a smartphone. I have an old cell phone. My cell phone not smart. And And it's like, so I can't really do the telemed. And there's been times that the doctor will come out to the parking lot, but it's like every time it's such a headache because they're like, well, is there a reason you can't come in the building? Yeah, y'all told me that, if you're coughing and it's just, it's aggravating. I just want to be able to go to the doctor, get prescribed medicine to make me better.
Yep.
And
Me too.
I already got COVID tested once, and it was like, and I knew I didn't have it, and it was like I had to go through the. I don't want to get tested again. That thing hurts.
Yeah,
Have
there's
you?
a couple of different types. That one is just right inside the nostril, but it takes like 3 to 5 days to get back. And that's the one that I asked for my kids to get because they are big wusses when it comes to shots or anything. Well, that thing hurts anyways. Like I remember I thought the swab was going to come out through my eyeball, the other side. But yeah, I had to ask for the little tiny one.
And then I got two swabs in each nostril because they also did swabbing for respiratory, illnesses because
Oh,
I kept having issues, and of course nothing showed up. But let's see, HD Gina,
party.
HD. Uh, we got HD Gina, Crystal, Zach. Hi, welcome in. How are y'all doing tonight? And what are you currently working on? And hello, ET
He heard party and
Photo.
had to come.
I love
I
it.
know.
It's so cute. So, yeah, as most of y'all see, I have Lisa with Coping with Yarn. She's my guest star tonight. And Lisa, why don't you go ahead and let everyone know about yourself and your channel or whatever you want to talk about. You can talk about ET.
Okay. Yeah, my obsession with ET. Well, it's hard to get him in the frame. Okay, so let's see. I can't remember when I started my channel. I think it was either January or February. Oh, it must have been January, I think. End of January. Anyways, um, I am about mental health. And so I do mental health Mondays and, of course, yarny things. I do charity Saturday. And I am involved with a charity called Rogue Retreat. And they are helping the homeless get back on their feet. And they actually have case managers who help with the roadblocks that are keeping them on the street. So whether it's mental health or addiction issues or legal issues, anything like that. So they're there to help. And they have I think it's a 5-tier system. So there's an urban campground, and that's basically one of the lower levels. There's also a year-round shelter, which is the first one in Southern Oregon. And I believe it's called the Kelly Shelter, and that's because someone passed away because it was really cold, but it didn't technically reach freezing, and they passed away because of it. And so now this is the first year-round shelter, which I'm proud to be a part of. And so, hi, Granny D. I saw her in their little chat.
Hi,
um,
Granny.
so on Saturday, I talk about what I'm making for the charities. And I just got done making washcloths using Scrubby for the first time. And on Saturdays, I usually I'll turn it this way. I usually do Happy Mail, which this is from Harry Ann, the crotchety clogger. And then I do unboxings too. And so crochet surprise. This is what's coming on Saturday. Sundays I do watch hour, which I didn't put up. I did not put up a video on Sunday or Monday. Memorial weekend has been crazy. I had family come down and, you know, all of that. And so I took a little break. But on Sundays, I usually do a drawing for 1 week's worth of watching someone's playlist. And then I also show my little family movie blanket that, so I have 2 kids, 7 and 10-year-old, a boy and a girl, and a husband, and we all pick a scrappy yarn. And so it's a crazy blanket with all different colors. And we go through movies, going through the alphabet, watching movies. And so I talk about the movies. And then Mondays for mental health, we are going through coping skills. And right now is the calming coping skills that you can do. And so that's what I'm about. Oh, and I have an ET fetish, and I have all sorts of ET stuff. He shows up every once in a while. My cat Moonlight will make an appearance. Whenever I'm outside, she comes and says hello. She hears my voice from far away because I'm a loud person, and she comes and visits. I have 2 dogs, Happy, which he really helped me when I was having a rough time with depression and all that. He really helped me through it, and anxiety. And I have a dog named Dexter, which he has to be in the spotlight all the time. And so he's pretty needy. I also have 2 guinea pigs, but they bite me when I try to pick them up. They run away. So I haven't showcased them yet. But that's it. All that to say.
Allie hissed at Frank today. So you want to go ahead and ask the first question, Lisa?
Sure. Okay, well, just because I like to keep things, I like to talk about mindfulness, and I like to have a good time and keep things funny. I was just curious of if you've ever had a job, what's the most embarrassing moment? That's funny.
Let's see. I mean, I had times that I've slipped, which was kind of embarrassing.
What did you do?
Slip and fell.
Oh, yeah, that would be embarrassing.
It's always embarrassing, like when people would see it happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's really about the only thing. Now, one time, well, this really wasn't embarrassing, but it was funny, where I had someone was being a prankster, and they started like leaving weird things on my desk, or like at one point they like taped my phone. They taped my phone down, and so we were kind of going back and forth, like, and I never really knew who definitely did it. It kind of became this big thing, but then I think it was when someone had taped my phone down. Well, the office manager walked by and saw it, and she was just kind of like, "Who did this?" And it was like, "I don't know." And she was not happy. And it was like, and I wasn't trying to get anyone in trouble, but luckily I didn't even know who did it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like after that, it all stopped. Hi, David. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, David.
So, how about you, Lisa?
I've had a lot of crazy stuff happen to me, but one embarrassing moment was when I was working at Jackson County Mental Health. I was a skills trainer for the ACT team, which I worked with adults who have schizophrenia and they're homeless at the same time. And so I went into the med room and I bent down because I would help them fill their med minders up for the week. And I bent down and I split my pants.
Oh, I've had that happen.
And so I was stuck there because I mean, like, not just a little split, the whole butt. I mean, it just split it wide open. And so I was like trying to call one of the ladies over to help me out because I'll go all the way to my office and I had to walk by like people in the waiting room and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And so luckily one of my coworkers had a jacket that I could or a sweater I could put around my waist to walk out. But that was pretty embarrassing.
But yeah, when I used to waitress, one time I split my pants, and like we would have like we had this like napkin type thing. We would use it to handle the hot plates, and we would always put it like in the back. So I kind of went right down the split. So I was like letting it hang lower and hope that it didn't shift any. But we have Daniel's here. Hi, Daniel. How are you
Hi,
tonight?
Daniel.
And Melissa said she spit coffee all over her desk more than once, laughing out loud. Oh, she might mean spilled. Okay, yeah, spilled coffee.
Yeah, I'm pretty klutzy, so I've done that before. I've tripped down the stairs, but somehow I still held. I was going down to the basement, and I don't know why I had a plate of food, and I stepped over this little fence going down the stairs. And this is when I worked at a boys' home. And I went all the ways, but I never spilled anything off my plate for some reason, but I fell. So I'm constantly like the other day, we were looking at RVs and the guy let the thing fall and it like smacked my head. And I'm like, I think I'm bleeding a little bit. Like there's always something, like I'm tripping and falling or.
Me too.
Always. I'm a klutz.
When I used to do restaurant work, I was always slipping. And like one of the times that I slipped, I had stuff in my hand, and somehow I did not drop what was in my hands. I don't know how. But I think those falls we had back when we were younger, I think we pay for it when we get older.
Oh, yeah.
And I see Jill and Sandra's here. Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing tonight?
Hi, Jill.
And what are y'all working on? Let's see. David said he just got off from his own live and he feels like he's been road horse. I think it must have been a rough live.
I feel like that all the time. I like that. It's funny.
And he says, I had that problem when I was very heavy and the spot where the thighs rubbed would split.
Oh, no. Oh, that just reminded me of the chafing at Disneyland. I was laughing at my husband. Like, I know I shouldn't laugh, but we both, like, our thighs, like, he's not chubby or anything. Like, he has skinny legs, he has little chicken legs. But his thighs, we rode on, I think we went to California Adventure that day. He got all wet with wet jeans and then walking around all day. And that day we're like, okay, we need to go and buy some special ointment if we're going to make it tomorrow. But I did not make holes there though. Only in the butt. Because I got junk in the trunk.
And Diana's here too. Hi, Diana. How are you tonight? And Diana, can you moderate for me tonight? Crystal's out of town, so she's not going to be here tonight. But yeah, one time when Frank was working, and he split his pants. Well, well, the thing was that he was trying to find pants in his size, and he couldn't find any.
Oh no.
So he went to like this men's shop that sold larger sizes. He spent $80 on that pair of pants.
Dang.
And it's like when he told me he spent $80, I was not happy. I was like, "What?"
That's expensive.
And the thing is that those pants, even though he does still have the pants, but we've had to like make repairs on those pants so many times. Like like they split in the back. We've had to repair that. The hem, in the bottom of the leg has come undone. And it's just like for $80.
Yeah, it should be very durable for $80.
But yeah, was not happy with that pair of pants. Let's see. David says, I've learned that men who are very muscular have the same problem with wearing thin between the thighs that I did when I was very, very fat. Yeah, it's like, and pants will wear out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question.
Okay.
Let's see. Have you ever tried archery, Lisa?
Did I actually try it? I know they had it in the high school before, so I'm trying to think. I remember it being there. I don't think I did it. I have a very bad memory, so I'm like, I know that there was archery. You know what's interesting though is I work in my kids' school as a skills trainer, and I work with kids that the therapist sees and all that. And they actually had archery at the elementary school, which I thought was pretty cool. So no, I have not.
And everyone, let us know if you have in the comments. But the only experience I've had with it was in high school in PE. And the funny thing is, the first time that we had archery in PE. Well, I was at one high school. This was the year I transferred high schools.
Hmm.
And at the time, I thought like I was going to have straight A's on my report card. And but I ended up algebra. My I slipped just enough where like I think I had to make an A on my 9 weeks test to get an A, and of course
Ooh.
I didn't make the A. But the thing was that archery was what I struggled with. I could not hit that target to save my life. So I'm like, of all things, I'm like, PE is going to keep me from making the A honor roll.
I know, right? Like, out of all of them, PE. I always like PE. Except for the Huff and Puff that I run. And this was high school, so I was like 115 and 110 in high school, pretty skinny. Could not run. Still couldn't run. Still in one of the last people coming in, walking at the end. I hate running.
I'm not a
Always
strong
have.
runner. Even though in the Navy we had to run a mile and a half, and like in boot camp it had to be under 15 minutes, and then after that, like you got more time based on your age, but I would just barely make it. but but then like when I transferred high schools later on that school year, we did archery again there, and I'm like, no, 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 no. And you know what's funny? I actually hit the target. Like I think pretty much every time I hit the target, and I hit like towards the bullseye quite a bit. And I'm like, what changed? Why am I now doing decent at it?
I have very, very bad aim, and I think that goes hand in hand with being maybe klutzy. I don't know. my husband knows this because one time he had a ganglion cyst right on his wrist right here, and so instead of, we tried home remedies of taking a big book and smacking it, and of course he smacked it like not even on his wrist, like way up here. And he's like, no, I'll just go and get it drained, whatever. He should have known, right? Very bad aim.
Melissa says she has as a child in day camp. Diana says she tried but didn't like it. Jill says I had trouble pulling it back. Yeah, you do have to pull it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't know.
But yeah, but yeah, but it was just funny how it was so different in between times doing it. But yeah, I was just like, no, not orchard of all things, no.
And then you were good.
But let's see. Everyone's just telling each other hi. So I guess we'll move on to the next question. You want to ask the next one?
Okay. Sure. Okay, let's see. What challenges you?
Let's see. Usually, sometimes learning new things, and even like when it comes to like crocheting and knitting, when it comes to learning something new, and I usually like challenging myself because I find that's the best way to learn.
Mm-hmm.
If you just stay in your comfort zone, you're not going to learn. You've got to push yourself and you got to challenge yourself. But that's all I can think of offhand. What about you, Lisa?
Amigurumis challenge me. I don't know why. They just, I can never, it's sewing on the pieces. It never, like, look at his leg. There's something wrong with it. Like I don't know. But other than crochet stuff, I mean, I try to challenge myself by doing different things, trying different things, trying different patterns. I think that's why I like to test patterns out or be a pattern tester too. It's like something different. And yeah. But personally, what challenges me is slowing down my anger. Like all of a sudden, and I don't know if it's my age or whatever, but it's really hard to tone it down sometimes. And so I have to take deep breaths for myself, and give it a minute and realize that this emotion will not last forever. It will go away. I don't have to, I'm not going to be mad at this person forever or whatever. I can hold a grudge sometimes. So don't piss me off. Just kidding. You guys can never piss me off.
But like normally like whenever I get aggravated or mad, usually I try to back off. It's like just kind of like leave me alone, let me cool off. It's like, and like I try not to act or say or do anything because that's when you're letting the anger talk.
Yeah.
And once you cool off, it's usually easier to talk to the person afterwards, because that's usually when you say something you'll regret. If you're angry and once you say something, you can't take it back. It's there.
Yeah. That is true.
And let's see, Mimi's here. Hi, Mimi. How are you doing tonight? And David says, what doesn't challenge? Really, most, he's right. everything in life is some form of a challenge. And Melissa agrees with David. And Jill says math, especially for designs. And Melissa says knitting does.
Yes. I'm not good at knitting. I mean, I've tried. I never made anything, but like, I don't know, a little swatch that big.
And knitting, I had an easier time learning than crochet. To me, I feel like knitting was more straightforward.
I think just trying to get those needles in, and I don't know.
Because like with knitting, I find like turning is so easy. Because it's like, when you're at the end of the row, you just flip it and then continue. But with crochet, it's how many chains you have to do, how many spaces you have to do, and that, depending on like who teaches you or what tutorial you learn from, some really don't explain that well. But I know knitting, the slipping stitches is the worst part of knitting. And I think that's where people get aggravated with knitting so easily. Because it's not like crochet. Once you slip that stitch, it just keeps running down. And then you got to take a crochet hook and carry it back up to fix it. And with crochet, it's easy to just, okay.
It is.
And Annette says parenting adult children.
Yeah.
And Diana says she's back. She's listening, cooking dinner now. What you cooking, Digo? We're going to come over and eat. We're all going to raid your house. And Angela says she's knitting my hat.
Nice. Oh, I see Kaylin's here. Hi, Kaylin.
How you doing tonight, Kay? And Melissa says, I started to swatch a few times, but give up every time.
Me too.
And I'm on a kick where I'm trying to encourage everyone to start learning how to knit.
I'll try again.
Get your knit on.
I'll try again, and I'll go to your tutorials are easy to follow, so I'll go to your tutorials for the knitting. I feel like I could probably do yours.
And Melissa says, yes, the wild 2 needle thing. So I guess the 2 needles is what. And it's like, I don't know. To me, it came to me a lot easier. But I find either people that learn how to knit tend to struggle learning crochet. People that crochet struggle with knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Those few that do, you get those that can do both. Which luckily I've fallen into that category now.
Did you say that you're ambidextrous?
A little.
I wonder if that helps for some reason.
I'm left-handed, but there are certain things I do right-handed. Like, I mean, I can write right-handed, but I'm slow. I can't keep up, like if I'm trying to take notes, but I can write legibly with right-handed. And I use right-handed scissors. So it just kind of depends. But that's because you're left-handed living in a right-handed world.
Yeah, my son's a lefty. And so I have to, I didn't even realize, I don't know why I didn't realize, maybe because I'm a right-handed person, but I got him scissors, for last year when he was in kindergarten, and I didn't realize that they're left-handed scissors. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, scissors, here you go. And so his teacher was prepared. Gave him scissors for me.
They only had like 1 or 2 sets of left-handed scissors, and like normally there wasn't, there was just enough of us where normally like one person didn't get the scissors.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not right.
so I got frustrated. I just started using right-handed scissors, and then I learned how to cut with right-handed scissors. And now, if I try to use left-handed, I can't do it. And Jill says only one live stitch in crochet, but I love knitting. Yeah, I like knitting too, and I like crochet. But I find you can do like with crochet. I find there's a lot more you can do with crochet.
I think certain things look better knitted, like socks
Knitting
and
has
hats sometimes, but
knitting tends to have more of a simple look, but
yeah,
sometimes simple is gorgeous. And I
yeah,
love cables in knitting, but I believe you can do cables in crochet too.
yeah.
I
I
just
have
haven't
trouble with
learned yet.
cables. Or I haven't tried it in a year or 2 years, so maybe now that I'm crocheting more, I'd be better at it. I don't know.
Hi, Julie. How are you today?
Hi, Julie.
And let's see. Kay says she's good. Wants to know how we're doing. I'm still trying to get over my cold or sinus or whatever it is that I have
Oh,
going on.
you
Which I
poor
think
thing.
it's kind of sinus because I feel the pressure right here.
Oh, I hate sinus headaches. Those suck.
Well, like when it comes to sinus medicine, I take a lot of sinus medicine on a daily basis, so it's not like you can really do much else on sinus medicine.
Yeah.
And Diana says husband is making she's making hubby a T-bone steak. Oh yeah, we're on our way. Got no house raid.
I just crock potted today, I mean, it's really hot, but I wanted to make like pulled pork sandwiches. So I just threw pork chops in and then 2 different kinds of barbecue sauces. There you go, called it good. I don't know how it tasted. I don't I don't know yet.
but you but usually barbecue pork or chicken, that's good. And the best way to do it is like a crock pot or Instapot.
Yeah.
And let's see. And Donna's here. Hi Donna, how are you tonight? She said, head to Morleyburg, buy Crafty Boot Camp. I have tried many times, but for some reason I can knit now. It clicked. Yeah, and sometimes
Oh, that's cool.
it just starts to click. Because before I even tried to learn how to knit, I attempted crochet and it did not click. I mean, I got nowhere with it. And then when I tried this last time, I had signed up for that little trial, like that special offer on Craftsy, and I found Selena Bacchus lessons on there. And it's like when I did her lessons, it all clicked. But I mean, she was really thorough, and it was like she went over things over and over where you knew how many stitches to skip, how many chains, and how to count. And she stressed that counting those stitches. Use that stitch marker.
I had my aunt sit by me and try to teach me, and then I'd watched Marley's, videos too for it, and then I was just like, oh, I don't know. I'll pick it up sometime. I'll try yours next time I try it. Hey, Christy. Hi,
and that,
Julie.
and that's the thing. Sometimes you
Like,
just have to keep trying different tutorials.
yeah,
What works for one person to learn may not work for another. We're
true,
all
true.
different. And Jill says, "Lefties unite." Yes, lefties. And I believe I told you hi, Julie. Yes,
Yeah,
oh, hi, Julie. And let's see. And Christy, hi, Christy. How are you tonight? And Christy says that she finished one toe in her socks finally. Yay! And she's working on the other now. Awesome, awesome.
Nice.
Oh, I can't wait to see them.
I just got something and I haven't opened it yet, but I got this loom, and it says like you can do baby socks all the way up to adults. So I'm gonna try that for socks at some point. So I'll have the knitted look.
Yeah, and that's how I first started learning with yarn crafts. I started loom knitting. I loom knitted shawls and beanies.
I've only done beanies, but I have not done shawls yet.
Yeah, I like they had some beautiful different stitches that you could do. The only thing I don't like with the loom knitting shawls, you're kind of limited. Like when you knit or crochet, you have more freedom. Where with looms, you tend to have to sew panels together. And Diana
I'm not so
says,
good at sewing.
it's the T-bone is spicy. Oh, but I like spicy. I
Ooh.
can with that. I'm on my way. She said I chopped some onions and serrano peppers, then put them into saute after steak has cooked on both sides.
Yummy.
I'm all for the spice. Spice it up, Daigo.
I love spicy things.
Christy says I will send you a pic soon when I comment on another video and I haven't posted yet. Remind me. Yeah, and just so you know, you'd have to send the picture in an email to me or like in my Facebook group. Because from what I know, you can't leave pictures and comments on YouTube. At least I don't think you can.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I haven't ever noticed, and I haven't seen anything that seems like you can add a picture, but I could be mistaken.
It does clear the sinuses. Yep.
Yeah.
It'll get you sniffing in no time.
So I think it's my turn for the question.
Yeah.
Have you ever sailed a boat? Have you ever done any sailing?
No. I would puke. I remember for my honeymoon, or my honeymoon, no, for our honeymoon, we were in Maui and we were not on a sailboat. It was like a bigger boat, like a little charter boat type of deal to go snorkeling. I got so seasick from that. Oh, I do not do well. I get motion sickness so easily. Like I can't even scroll through my phone or I'll get sick. And I can't watch my kids play those 3D video games. It just makes me sick. So I just have to look away. like in Disneyland, I took hydroxyzine. Like it was supposed to be for like panic attacks, but it's an antihistamine as well, and it helps with motion sickness. So I took that so I can ride a Dumbo ride. You know, it helped at Disneyland. I probably shouldn't have admitted that, but wrong use for it. Oh well.
Whenever I was stationed in Diego Garcia, I actually tried taking sailing lessons. And like I never could get a sense of like what direction the wind was. And like I kept trying to capsize the boat. And I mean I didn't actually flip it, but I was like very close a few times. And it was like I just got frustrated with it. I'm like, I'm done. This isn't for me. I mean,
I think I'd be too scared.
I mean, I think sailing's cool, but like, I mean, I literally have to have someone tell me exactly when to do it, like to switch the sail. I mean, that's the only time that I kind of, but like if I had to do it on my own, nope. So
You're like, not gonna happen.
Has anyone else ever gone sailing or tried to learn to sail or even just been in a sailboat? And Diane says,
Parasailing.
what's that?
That would scare me. Jill and her daughter Carrie went parasailing.
That sounds awesome. And Daigo is saying, "Want to see?" I guess she's referring to her T-bone. If you want to send a picture on my way, yeah, tease us with your T-bone. Okay. Christy says, "Yeah, I know. I will just email." Okay, awesome. And let's see. Jill says, "Video coming." Noni May's here. Hi, Noni. How are you tonight?
Hi, Noni.
Let's see. Okay, Angela.
Hi, Granny ID again.
She hasn't been sailing. Ooh, Granny D's been adventurous. She went sailing with her daughter and her hubby and grands. Awesome. Did you enjoy it, Granny D? Oh, and it was on Lake Pontchartrain. Ooh, in Louisiana.
I was wondering where that was at.
Yeah, one of these days I should sit there and show y'all how to pronounce a lot of the Cajun last names. Like Boudreaux, Thibodeau, Bergeron, Laperouse, Lacombe, LeBeuf. Granny D says, yeah, it was fabulous. So I guess it was one of those big sailboats. But yeah. Yeah, y'all don't want me in control of a sailboat with y'all. Y'all be falling in the water.
And then the sharks would get you if it was on an ocean. I would be afraid of sharks. But strangely enough, when I went snorkeling, I was not afraid of sharks. And then it turned out there was a shark underneath us. And they showed us afterwards, like a.
Oh no, I would not want to know that. Like whenever I was stationed in Diego Garcia, there was the Indian Ocean, and like we went snorkeling in there.
Oh, that would be pretty.
Which I think that's one of the questions I have on my list, just to do with snorkeling, which I kind of just answered it.
I loved it. It was so pretty in Maui, all the beautiful colored fish, and it was just beautiful. I was on the ocean, or on the Oregon, like water isn't beautiful like it is in Maui, where it's murky and I don't know, it's darker, so you don't know what's in the water until something's already eaten you.
But like in Diego Garcia,
that's why I don't do swimming.
The water was crystal clear, like it was blue, like crystal clear blue. It was gorgeous, like that aqua color. And yeah, I mean, it was like the snorkeling was beautiful, but like I could never go down deep. I had to kind of like stay where my little thing was hitting the top of the water. I'm not a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
But I loved it. And yeah,
neither am I. I was on a little noodle.
Since I kind of asked this question early, let us know in the comments if y'all have ever gone snorkeling and about y'all experiences with it. And let's see.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. How are you tonight? And let's see. Jill says she loves Lake Pontchartrain. Granny D says it wasn't huge but had a little cabin. It belonged to my daughter and her hubby. But yeah, that sounds like y'all had a good time.
Yeah. I like to have fun. Fun! Just as long as I don't die.
Diana says, I'm almost done with making dinner.
Nice.
But yeah, can you imagine that, Daigo? All of a sudden you have all these people knocking at your door. We're here for the T-bone.
Feed me!
Feed us. Angela says she hasn't. But yeah, that was one thing that I loved about Diego Garcia. Some of the stuff I got to do, like deep sea fishing. Um, but in the same aspect, sometimes I wish I would have taken more advantage of what I could have done there, or done it more often. Or in like the seashells, they had beautiful seashells.
Oh, I bet.
It was like a little tropical island.
That's awesome. Yeah, we had some good times. A lot of things were expensive though. Like, don't do the submarine ride. It sucks. You can't. You would think that it's all pretty, 250 feet down. No, you can't even see color. Like, it's ugly. And it was like over $100. And the cheapest thing that we did was a snorkeling, and that was only like $80, I think, for us both. And we bribed them with boysenberry jam. Our travel agent said that, like, take him some boysenberry jam and he'll give you like some, little kickback or whatever. So we bribed him.
But yeah, like for us, like snorkeling, you could either rent your gear, but it wasn't that expensive, or you could buy it. And even still, I think it may have been maybe $20 to buy your own stuff. But like other than that, it was free to go snorkel.
Oh, that's cool. They had to take us out like a couple of hours out on that boat thing that I was telling you about. And so it was like an all-day adventure. I think it was the Monokini Reef or something like that. I don't know. Something. It was shaped like a moon, like a little crescent moon.
So you want to go ahead and ask the next question, Lisa?
Okay, this is going to be a weird one, but but it's not that weird. It's not like inappropriate weird or whatever, but it's what's your favorite smell? And I just say this just because of mindfulness, you use all of your 5 senses. So what is one of your favorite smells?
I usually like fruity scents and like baked good type scents, coffee. Which the irony is, I have asked this question before, so it's not a weird question.
Okay, I'm like, it might sound weird. What's your favorite smell? Mine would be, I love the smell of rain on dirt. That maybe because my answer was going to be weird. Rain on dirt or sidewalk.
I could have caught you off guard and come up with some like horrible smelling thing, and you'd just be like, "What?"
I know. I was like, "Where's your poop hat?" No. Oh, my feet! My feet smell the best. No. I know. I act like a 12-year-old boy. I'm sorry.
I want to smell her feet.
Fruity.
Yeah, it's no
fruity. Fruity smell. Yeah, that's true. Puppy breath.
Coffee.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, there's something about the smell of coffee, especially early in the morning.
Not when you're pregnant.
You know
I
what
could
is
not
funny?
do the smell of coffee or chicken when I was pregnant. No.
Yesterday, I had this bad craving for pickles.
And peanut butter?
No, just pickles.
That's what I ate. Pickles and peanut butter. It was good.
You know, in my giveaway, you don't know how many. There's been a decent amount of people that say pickles and peanut butter are good. Like how
It
in the
is.
comments,
It's good.
how you have to mention pickles. But I was still like, I don't know. But yeah, yesterday I ate a whole jar of pickles, and I promise I'm not pregnant.
I can't be pregnant. There's no way. Nope. Well, maybe 1 in a million. I don't know. Like, they yanked those tubes out of me. Like, oh, bye. They didn't just tie it.
But like as a kid, I could eat pickles like that too, though.
Mm-hmm. Our next door neighbor used to grow cucumber, and then he would make his own pickles, and we would get a whole jar of it, and we would eat it all in one night, all of us, and we're like, more. It's good. My husband makes good pickles too. That's what we're growing. We're growing cucumbers in our garden and tomatoes. Our cilantro died, but oh well.
I've made the sodium free ones before.
Sodium-free pickles? They have
Yeah,
that?
not
Is
in
it
the
good?
store. Not in the store. Like you have to make it yourself. But
Oh,
I
okay.
find
I
that
was like,
good. But I find like they do better with the bread and butter. Bread and butter. The dill ones, I haven't gotten it like really to take the flavor as good as store
mm,
bought. I don't know, maybe the salt does make a difference.
I don't like sweet pickles. Isn't that funny? I like dill pickles with peanut butter, but I won't eat sweet pickles.
I'm not big on sweet pickles, but I do like bread and butter.
I don't like that one either. I don't know why. Like,
And Heather's
mm.
here. Hi, Heather. How are you tonight?
Hello. I
Annette
always
thinks we're
get
funny.
no, not us. I
My,
always
I
walk on
love
that
the smell
line.
of feet. They smell so fruity.
Oh, I was gonna like show you my feet, and I'm like, no.
Melissa says coffee or roast beef. Roast is good.
I like Mississippi pot roast. That's good.
And Angela
My mom
says
made Mississippi pot roast.
Garcia, it's a flower. Nice. Oh yes, and in case y'all don't know, I do have a giveaway going on. So go check it out. I think I still have about a week
Giveaway.
left on it. I think I still have about a week. I'm not sure. I have to check. But it's still going on.
Awesome.
Annette says, I love pickles and peanut butter.
Woohoo!
Jill says, food was my favorite. Ha ha. I guess she means her favorite scent.
Oh. Diego's like, what? Pickles and peanut butter? Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Diana says, what? Pickles and peanut butter? Yeah, a lot of people. I've had like 4 or 5 people mention that on my giveaway saying it's good. I don't know.
I didn't see that little Mr. Yuck face.
But like, I know I used to be able to drink. I used to drink pickle juice, so and most people probably think that's.
What do I put pickle juice in? For a little bit. What is it? Oh, potato salad. When I make a potato salad, I'll just.
If you want to mimic Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich, I think they use pickle juice, like to marinate it.
What?
Yeah, there's like a copycat recipe for their chicken sandwich online. Just
Oh my
Google
gosh.
Chick-fil-A, you know,
I
something like
love
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich recipe, and you should be able to find the copycat.
that is awesome because we've tried to make, like, well, okay, so every Thursday, um, we have like a little tradition now, and it's weird because the kids are like, you can't break the tradition. Every Thursday we go get Chick-fil-A because when I was seeing the therapist or whatever, like my family like could go get Chick-fil-A and bring it home, and then when I come home, there it is, because it would be after work when I would see her and all that. So now it's a tradition. And my husband, he's a pretty good cook, so he tries to mimic it, and we'll save the sauces to dip in the chicken fingers or whatever they're called, chicken strips.
I think Lisa froze. Okay, you're back now. Hi, Proverbs 31. How are you tonight? And what's your first name, Proverbs? Let's see. Melissa thinks it sounds gross.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think
You got to try it when you're
pickles,
pregnant.
I think the pickles and peanut butter sounds gross too. And another thing, like whenever I reply to the
It's okay.
comments, when I reply to the comments on my giveaway, and it's like I gotta be so careful that I don't say pickles in my reply because when I filter, it would pop up. So I don't think I've said it in a reply. I've caught myself almost doing it because I'm like,
That's
yeah,
funny.
I could just see 100 entries from me. Well, it would only show one though because you filtered duplicate users.
That's funny. Oh, that's so cool, Dana. That's awesome.
Heather says,
Chick-fil-A. Yeah, we just got it like a year ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago. We just got the Chick-fil-A.
my town don't have one. My town don't have hardly anything. Heather
See, I
says,
live in a small town, but it's by a bigger town, so it works out for me.
and even like the bigger towns by me, they do have a little more, but they still don't have that much. You really have to go to Lafayette for to have stuff.
Mm. Yeah, Medford has a lot of things. We're getting a lot more things.
And
We
it's
were
sad
so
thing,
excited when we got Domino's in Central Point.
we don't
We're like,
have Domino's.
yeah, Domino's. You don't even have Domino's?
No. And what hurts my town is we don't have an interstate that runs through it. So it's like
Oh,
stuff don't usually
see,
want to
yeah.
build in our town.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have.
Oh, bye, Jill.
Bye,
Have a good
Jill.
one.
I hope you have a good night. But yeah, for pizza, we have Gaddy's, which they used to
You have
deliver
what?
Gaddy's pizza. Mr.
Oh, I thought
Gaddy.
you said daddy. Mr. Daddy.
They used to deliver, but
Who's
now
your
they
daddy?
don't. And then there's Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have pizza.
And we got Little Caesars a few years ago.
Little
But
Caesars.
But now we are getting more delivery services with DoorDash and Waiter.
I've never tried DoorDash.
We just got DoorDash, but I think they only have like 3 places that deliver so far.
Oh, yeah, we have it. We just never tried it. Never tried it out. We should have done that when we were quarantined.
Heather says she's doing good and wants to know how we're doing.
What?
Which I'm still feeling under the weather.
I'm sorry. That just sucks.
It does. And it's like the last few days I feel like I've been like napping in the afternoon and I just want to feel back to normal.
Yeah.
And Heather says
bread and butter pickles. See, I'm weird.
Like there's some bread and butter pickles.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
My battery of my laptop said it was low in battery. I better get it back up. And I can't just go like get it because my husband like hates cords hanging out. Like so it's like tucked way behind. But I could always use my phone.
I'm probably gonna go about another 20 minutes because I need to kind of watch how long I stay live because like you only get 20 free hours a month with StreamYard. And if I'm not careful, I'll run out of hours.
That's true.
So I like kind of like if I stay at I think an hour and a half for the rest of my lives, I'll have just enough. I might have to do one closer to an hour to make sure, but
yeah.
But if I talk too much, then it's like I'll have to cancel lives because I won't have the hours. Unless I might be able to do it off of YouTube though, and not use StreamYard. But I prefer StreamYard.
I like the duck, the mallard, or whatever it's called. I think it's a mallard.
And then it's like it makes me wonder: are there any other sites like StreamYard?
I think there is, because when I was trying to put StreamYard on my laptop, I accidentally clicking on something else. But I don't remember what it was called.
But it seems like everyone seems to use StreamYard, so it's like I don't know if there's any others or if the other ones are decent or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
But Jill has said my favorite when she was pregnant was food. And let's see.
Food.
Heather says rain in the country with the sunshine coming through is my favorite scent. Nothing else like it. Also coffee.
Mm-hmm. See, I like rain on the dirt, on the roads, especially when it's warm out. When it's warm outside.
Diana says, I can drink pickle juice, but not mixed with peanut butter.
What was it? I can drink pickle juice? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I've done a little sneak of pickle juice before.
I think Provert's name is Jeannie. That's what it looks like from Jill's comment. Let me know if I have your name right, Proverts.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it is Jeannie. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Hi, Jeannie.
Okay. Hi, Jeannie. And we'll say. And Dana says, yes, that copycat recipe is spot on. Oh, yeah, that's one thing. You know, if you want to make some of your favorite restaurant recipes, look online, Google it, and see if you can find copycat recipes. There usually is one.
So like Red Lobster biscuits. I've made those before.
And Dana says, my daughter works at Chick-fil-A. We give away gift cards all the time. Oh, awesome.
Wait, that's an old one.
What's that?
Dana talking about the gift card.
Oh. So I'm just scrolling down on the comments, but I think sometimes the comments get kind of mixed up.
Yeah, that's kind of, I'm like, I remember we already talked. Yeah, that's weird.
And Diana says she loves Chick-fil-A, yummy. And sometimes too, by the time like I get to the comment too, the topics kind of shifted too. And Angela's here.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Angela. How are you
Hi.
tonight? And Heather likes Chick-fil-A. Yeah, right here. This is when Jill left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. And here is Jill's link. So y'all go check out Jill's channel and y'all go support her and show her y'all love. Throw her lots of yarn. And also, Daigo, can you drop Lisa's link, Coping with Yarn? And y'all go check out Lisa's channel too. She has an awesome channel.
Thank you.
You're
I'm a
welcome.
weirdo. No beardo.
Oh, she loves her some ET. ET's
What was that?
And if y'all would like to join my Facebook group, here's the link for my group. I'd love to have you. And I'm laid back in my group. You can post anything, yarn, knitting, crochet related. You can post pictures of your pets. And like I said, I'm laid back. There's not many rules. And Diana says, we had a Mr. Gaddy's years ago, but I never liked it.
I don't think I ever had it. Thanks, Heather.
And Heather says, try Streamlabs, OBS, or just OBS. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for if I run out of hours. Yeah, because sometimes I get talking. I get all talking. And I end up staying live longer than what I actually intended. I like to talk. And Heather says, I think slobs and orbs don't allow for guests, though. So you can only use those if you're going live by yourself. Okay. Yeah, and I think like the next couple of weeks, I think I have guest stores on my lives. So
nice. It's good to see you too, Julie.
So I'll probably do Wheel of Fortune the next time I'm by myself. Uh-oh. Lisa may have disappeared on us. Hopefully she comes back. And Daigo says, oh, I like StreamYard too, so I'm going to make a duck amigurumi with the headsets. Aw, cool. And Heather says to Daigo, nice, that's going to be cute. Maybe they'll sponsor you. Yeah. It looks like she's having trouble. I'll give it a little longer to see if she comes back. And Melissa says Wendy's Chili is online. Yeah, you can find so many copycat recipes for restaurants. Yeah, it looks like she disconnected. I'll see if she may come back though. We'll see what happens. Yeah. And here's a link for my giveaway if y'all hadn't entered. And Julie says I am working on I'm probably not going to say it right, but the Asgard shawl. And that shawl was beautiful. I saw that shawl. I think it was Priscilla that had showed the shawl. And here's the link for Lisa's channel. So yeah, y'all check her channel out. Yeah, I think her battery probably died on her. Yeah, here she is. Yep, her computer died. Oh, Well, it was so good to have you tonight. Lisa. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Annette says Wheel of Fortune sounds fun. Yeah, I did the Wheel of Fortune one time in a live, and but I think it works. It worked best if it's a day where I'm by myself and don't have a guest. So the next time I'm by myself, I'm probably gonna do one. And if I have my patriotic scarf pattern um, typed up, I might do that as the prize for it, the pattern for it. It just kind of depends, but I may not have it tested at that point. And here's the link for Heather's channel, so y'all go check her channel out too. Oh, I think she's back. Let's see. You're back?
I'm back!
Yay! Oh, and Sav's here. Hi, Sav. How are you tonight? Yeah, I'm going to go about 10 more minutes. And Julie says, my internet is a hot mess. They are coming out tomorrow afternoon. I'm sorry you're having internet trouble. And Julie says, I want a free pattern. I am excited to get it done. Awesome. Yes, and if you're a content creator and would like to go live with me sometime, let me know. I'd love to have you. And here's a link for Daigo's channel. Y'all go check her out. And Sav says, check out Switcher Studio for live streaming. Not sure if all the features okay. And Julie says, when are you going live again? Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time is my next live. And Deborah is supposed to be my guest star on Saturday. Go, Deborah! Nice. With I think her channel's called Crochet Life and Stuff with Deborah. I might have it a little off. Yes.
Thank you for the giveaway again, Julie.
And if anyone would like to moderate on my lives, let me know that too. And Daigo says, I'm a Navy mom, and I love that flag blanket you made. She's talking to Heather.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a Navy girl. And one of these days, I need to put my Navy pictures in one of my videos.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, it's like I have the one of me in uniform, and then there's the one when I graduated A school. I have those two, and there's also one with me on Santa's lap. I probably won't post that one until Christmas time. It's kind of early for Santa. Let's see.
Oh, you could probably hear my dogs barking.
Hi, Becky. How are you tonight? And also, if you have any pictures of finished projects or your pets and you want them in one of my videos, you can either email them to me or send them to me in my Facebook group. And I'd love to put them in a video. Okay, and let's see. I'm trying to remember who, I guess this will be the last question. Who asked the last question? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I remember the smell question.
Oh.
So I think you were
pretty. Yeah, probably.
So my next question is, have you ever baked your own bread? And I have a bread machine, and I like making like the focaccia breads, and I've also done like the what you call it, like the Hawaiian style bread, like this kind of like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yum.
And I've done like different herbs on the bread. But yeah,
I've done sourdough and banana.
Yeah,
banana bread.
Yep.
I don't have a bread machine or anything, or I didn't even use a bread pan. I just like, so it came out kind of weird, but it worked.
Yeah, I've done some, and and like one thing I tend to do a lot of times, because I'm not as big on how like the bread makes in the bread machine, because I don't find you can it slice as well. So usually I just do the dough cycle and then bake in the oven. I like
Okay.
how it I like how it does the dough. But yeah, banana bread I've made. I've played with bread a lot.
See, my secret with banana bread is double the spices in it of whatever it says. I always put like twice as much cinnamon and whatever, nutmeg and all that.
Let's see. And Tracy's
It's
here. Hi,
yummy.
Tracy. How are you tonight?
Hi, Tracy.
I'm trying to see where I
I
left
can hear my
off.
dogs. Oh, I have a question to ask you.
Uh-oh. Can I plead the fifth?
Huh?
Can I plead the fifth?
Yeah. Well, maybe. What is your most embarrassing Zoom or anything like that, or a live like this, or like an embarrassing moment where you're like, have you ever had any?
I can't really think of any. I've only done Zoom like I think twice, but I didn't have my camera on, so like they could like, and it was like with my Sunday school class at church, and
Mm-hmm.
so like they could only hear me, but like it was just
Okay.
I was pretty quiet, and then just going live on my channel, which I don't think I've done anything embarrassing yet.
You're like, not
Yet,
yet.
word.
You haven't split your pants in front of everybody, or
what about you, Lisa?
So it was not for, well, I don't know what I did. Okay, I have two little stories. One of them, we have Zoom staff meetings, and I forgot that my mic was still on, and I don't know what I did. But everybody's like, hey, your mic is on. And so I don't know if I was like nagging at one of the kids, or like if I made a weird sound or whatever. But I'm like, what did I do? Or, like flush the toilet in the background, or like, I don't know. But that was like, I didn't know what I did. And then the other one, it wasn't my Zoom, but it was my son's Zoom for his class. And the dogs were humping in the background.
Whenever I was a kid, I would always be at a friend's house all the time, and her dog always liked humping me. It was like every time I would be over there, the dog would be like jumping on me, and it was just like, okay, dog.
And you're like, get out! Oh, that was kind of, I was like, oh. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I'm like, stop. Spraying them with water. No. That was funny. That was good times. I remember getting a message from Hannah's teacher, like she was supposed to be in Zoom, and she had messaged her teacher that she was cleaning out the guinea pig cage and she wasn't going to make it today. Her teacher's like, like we were laughing about it because her teacher and I thought it was kind of funny. Like, thank you for being responsible, but you got to do the school. She's like, oh, I'm in the middle of it. Can't do the Zoom. Sorry. That was funny. Good times.
Okay, Heather has said, yes, I bake my own bread all the time. I do not have a bread machine, though. But I find bread machines are awesome, like when it comes to the dough. Like it just mixes it up better and rises better and all that stuff. And Julie
I don't
says
even know how it works.
it's not hard. You basically put your ingredients in and you hit the button for the cycle you want, and it does the rest for you.
That's cool.
And Julie says,
good night, Julie.
Yeah, night night, Julie. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
You know, I say don't let ET bite. Maybe I shouldn't say that to my kids. I know I have a torturous little soul.
Daigo says, how cool. My brother also served during Desert Storm Navy. He happens to be my Navy son's godfather. Thank him for his service.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for my service. No, thank you for your service.
You're welcome for your service.
I'm like, thank you for mine. No, your service, not my service.
And Saf says, no machine, but I make a really soft sandwich bread every week. Oh, and pumpkin bread, yum. And I haven't yet. That's one I haven't done. And Angela says yes. And Diana says, I love the Hawaiian bread too. Yes. That bread is awesome. The Hawaiian bread.
That is yum.
Uh-oh. Diana's getting hungry.
I know.
People are calling her name. Diana, eat me.
Feed my Seymour.
And Heather says, I am so thoroughly terrified of doing something live either on Zoom for work or on stream for YouTube, so I'm really careful about it. I always make sure my mic is off and camera turned away when I'm done. Yep, I'll close everything out when I'm done.
I know, I'm afraid of...
camera turns off.
Like, I'm afraid my family's going to do something weird. So I'm like, okay, I better shut the bedroom door. I'm on a live. Don't do anything weird.
Julie's here. Hi, Julie. How are you tonight? She popped in just at the right moment, laughing out loud at the dogs.
Oh, you got to hear my ugly laugh too. It's like I hold my breath, have to breathe.
My got into something. So I guess that we're gonna call it a night. You have anything you'd like to say before we go bye-bye?
Well, I would like to thank you for inviting me to be on your live. And I love you all, and I hope everybody has a good night.
And I enjoyed having you, Lisa. And I hope everyone has a fabulous Yorny night. And be the light, and bye.
Be good. Oh, yeah, there.
Go home. E.T. says bye.
All right, bye, guys.
Okay, bye for real.
Now make sure you turn everything off.
I am.